Hello to all of you born on Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. Thanks for joining me in this moment in space and time. I hope your journeys are good and the road you're traveling has fair weather where you can tread as quickly or as lightly as you wish. Just some good intentions, throwing them out there at the start of the reading, getting back to the roots, to the basics is what it's all about. For healing that purposes, right, and for revealing a mystery is the intention of the channel. Speaking of this channel, I wanted to give back and entice you guys a little bit with these little books about palm reading and handwriting analysis, intuitive handwriting analysis. I'm going to be giving these away for those who comment and leave inspiring comments at the next Norns Roundtable video, which is just a little video I do, which is a vlog about tarot reading. Not really just a tarot reading itself, but more of just like we just sit down and chit-chat and talk, right? That kind of thing. So if you're interested in that, please do let me know through the comment section with something inspirational. All right, how it works is we pulled some oracle cards from the readings that have general readings. All right, this side is going to represent Scorpio. This side represents Sagittarius. All right, now for you guys, we're going to start with Scorpio. Have pulled cards number 15, Message in a Bottle, and card number 2, Gentle Gardener. Now, the feeling in this one here is that you're going to be gathering information. Information is going to be coming in. You're going to be taking note of it. You're going to be recording it even, and you're going to be taking care of something to do with information. Like information that comes your way that you have to take care of. And I don't know if this is in the form of a secret, in the form of something where you may have to sign a non-disclosure agreement or an affidavit or something like that. Could be interestingly enough. Or for some of you, it could just be a situation where you're bringing in actually physical things and you're learning about them and you're taking note of them and you're kind of like grounding them in your environment, okay? And that's what we've come up from the oracle from the Scorpio side. Now, as we look at Sagittarius, we've got something a little different going on over here. We've got card number 3, Between Worlds, and card number 23, Golden Palace. So something's going on here in terms of nostalgia and moving through time, and as well surrounding your environment with that which makes you passionate. This is a burst of passion, an increase of passion, I feel. When we see these cards here, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are actually traveling to places that have nostalgic or hold nostalgic value for you, like an old childhood home, interestingly enough, things like that, visiting, doing the family tree kind of thing, research that way for some of you. And for others, you might just be hitting up some sales and changing up like furniture, things in your residence to make them more either updated or even more artistic is a feeling I have. And there's some sort of like visual burst of passion coming through here. Like you're going to see something you like and it's going to be inspiring. And there is an ignition of passion for you, an ignition of passion for you, okay? And that's what we're picking up from the Sagittarius side. So very interesting to see that. It's good when you guys have your passionate boots on, so to speak. You're willing to put forward the energy into something new and just to see where it goes, like without any knowledge of where it might lead, just knowing that it goes somewhere different, right? That's sort of that between worlds aspect to this card. You kind of notice it's very nice, right? You've got sort of like a water and emotion type thing as half, and then you've got a very sort of earthbound type card beside it on each side. So you guys may be feeling a little bit more balanced and content than normal, I feel. Just like there could be some like certain confidences when walking through, when you're like looking at situations, you're not giving things that don't serve you the time of day. It is a nice balance that I do see for you guys. So let's get some cards out here. We're going to pull one more for Scorpio, one more for Sagittarius, and a best path to follow card. Okay, you guys? It's just kind of the way she goes. Let's start with the Scorpio side of things. We've got a reversal on the Magician card. Okay, so for some of you, you may just be longing for something that you feel is out of reach. You may be gathering things in at this time as a substitute for something else. I'm not sure what that means. If you find yourself in any kind of escapist tendencies, try to ground yourself through just kind of, it's going to have to come through inner work, but it's also coming from your immediate environment. This Magician reverse almost has like a feel of a bit of a hermit card with it, because it's like a fine balance. You want to sort of like be inside, retreat, come far within, but it's like you're consistently being challenged and drawn out and pushed forward in certain ways, okay, to do better, to climb higher, to swim faster, whatever it might be in your situation. You will know what it's referring to when you're being pushed, when your hand is kind of being forced, and you almost need to be okay with that. You almost need to let it happen to see, because what it's trying to show you, there's always purpose behind everything, and you may be losing sight of that a little bit. Like, what's the point of this? What is the purpose of this? This doesn't hold value for me. Why the hell does it have to be so here on a Tuesday afternoon, right? That kind of energy to it. All right, so just be aware of that. That's what's coming forward for the Magician, and that's over there in Scorpio, right? So it could be somewhat mysterious. There could be something to do with a secret or some sort of information where it's like, ooh, we don't really want to put all our eggs in one basket when it comes to that yet. All right. In the Sagittarius side, 3 of Cups reversed. All right, maybe some certain things in a social scene or a social situation where you may be feeling left out, passed over, uninvited, not really, not really feeling too good maybe about certain people in your life at this time. And I mean, it's not always like bad news like that, but I mean, it's kind of like that, where it's like a trust or a loyalty thing became an issue, I feel, at some time between friends. And it's like you might just be in a situation where you are physically walking out on a friendship, or deciding not to answer a particular number on a cell phone that you always used to answer, sort of thing. And it might also be a situation where, unfortunately, like, you could be kind of bummed out because, like, people are always talking about what a good time they had on the weekend, and you're like, well, where the hell was I? Where the hell did anybody tell me where you were all having fun at? And then just the room kind of goes silent. You're like, you're a bunch of jerks, kind of thing, right? And which, that's fair. Like, you got to kind of say to yourself, if I'm not included, if I'm not invited, are these people really my friends? Or are these just like lip service type people, that sort of thing? And it's like, maybe you could have been wrongly desiring attention from them, and then this is your boost to know that it might not be for you. That this journey backwards, this journey into reflection is coming through a lot stronger, because, like I said, this is a gritty cusp to be on. You guys are here for the deep lessons, the big ones, the self-realization, the rekindling, the passion, almost to the point where you became your spark from source, where your soul was kindled, where you're back to the, being forged in the fire, kind of is the old adage that they say, right? Like, you're becoming more and more intelligent, more and more spiritually aware through each and every lifetime. And the small piddly things, you have to make sure that you're viewing them as such, as you're rising above and seeing that you're much more than what is occurring on these interactive levels. Although the interactive levels are a reflection of something you do need to pay attention to, all right? It's just like, you have to remember, it's reflective. Everything can change, provided you go through and you make sure you are aware and doing the things that you're supposed to be doing on a soul level, kind of thing. I know that's very deep. Not a lot of people may connect with that, but that's what I've been shown. All right. Now, we've got this reversal on star card that's come up here. This is rather interesting. What I can say here is, like, I feel like you need to sort of push the limits. You need to sort of push yourself to a point where you feel comfortable knowing that the people around you, whether they were there or whether they are not, it's almost like attachment issues for a child. Like, when a child is very young and maybe the dad goes to work, it gets very concerned that dad is okay or that mom is okay. But it's like, 8 hours goes by, they get home from the babysitters and like, oh, it's okay. Like, mom and dad are okay. Or like, maybe you go for a week and your child's been in the care of the baby mom or the baby daddy, and you're like, oh, well, little Junior's okay. I don't really have to worry. These are like separation anxieties, I feel, and attachment issues for some that you're fighting your way through these month of October, right? So whatever that might be, I can't see like a bigger lesson in this. This is an overarching major arcana type energy, but it's it's letting me know that there needs to be like a boost of confidence, a boost of your abilities. It's almost like you need a power up. Like almost if you're like in a video, you were Pac-Man, you need to eat the pill so you can get big and start crushing, kicking ass and taking names, that sort of thing. And how that comes for you, how that comes to you, for some of you it will be inner work, and for some of you it's just like knocking things down with a bucket of truth time in, time out. And you may not have to go out and spout it and say you're a jerk, you're a liar, you're a butthole, like down that liar movie. Well, what it has to happen is you just need to sort of stand in your own firmament, stand your ground, and don't go, stay within yourself, I guess is what I'm trying to state here. You don't need to put on airs. You don't need to be lavish or embellish anything at this time. Remain in authenticity, and the things that are unimportant in your life will begin to fall away, and then all that will remain is the star, the vision, the goal, the dream. Okay, we'd like to see it more like that, but that's the way that is. Okay, so a bit of a challenge for you guys coming up here in October. My heart goes out to you. You know that I love you all, and we'll see you next time.